Advanced Cancer, putting a financial and legal plan together.
I found out I had prostate cancer late December 2008. And I really kind of got the feeling that, I'm getting a little bit closer to end of the line. I think about our financial life a lot, and I do a lot of things to plan for that, and that's ongoing.
I'm a tax lawyer who does estate planning for families, business succession planning, and charity. For the most part, we can design documents for our clients, contracts, wills, powers of attorney, and they're drafted in a way that's suitable for the particular client and their circumstances.
I did my wills about 30 years ago, so they're in place, but they're out of date. So I have recently been redoing the wills and getting the power of attorney and for personal care and for financial and an executor and everything in place.
A will is a document that they enter into to discuss with their solicitor first, that basically sets out how their property is going to be treated or distributed on their death. If you don't have a will, then your property will go by intestate succession, which means that it goes according to a distribution list in a statute. And the statute's not too bad, it gets most families right. The will typically will have a provision that talks about the guardianship of the children. And that'll be the spouses, because each will do a will identifying who they would like the children to be with. So power of attorney for property and a power of attorney for personal care are two documents that apply during a person's life. So power of attorney for property is a document that gives the power to the attorney to deal with the financial assets and other property of the person who gives the power. And a power of attorney for personal care gives the power of decision in respect of personal care kinds of decisions to an attorney. And typically, when I describe scenarios where they're useful to a client, I'll talk about when the client is incapable or unconscious in the hospital. That's the point in time when they're going to need somebody making decisions for them at the bank or making decisions for them with the medical staff.
I do have an accountant for my wife's store and a firm that we have that kind of runs our financial affairs. Our financial needs are always in a state of flux and shifting.
Lots of times the value added of the lawyer is to get the client to look at things a different way and see what the options are before making a decision. Depending on the circumstances, it might be appropriate to create a trust in the will. So if it's a husband-wife situation with young children, and there's some provision, want to make some provision for the young children, then the will might contain a trust for the benefit of the spouse and or for the benefit of the children. Obviously, you can't get that level of detail in a default rule, so you need a will to fine-tune the planning, put a trust in place for the children, or also specific gifts, legacies to charities or to cousins, uncles, aunts, siblings, that sort of thing. All of that thinking, detail around where the property goes, you need a will for that.
I guess the financial part of it is just, it's ongoing, and things change. My wife and I could open another business, a slightly different business, but I'm going to do whatever I can to minimize the taxes we would have to pay and to make sure that things are in place for the kids.
From a tax perspective, whenever you put something into a trust, that's a taxable event. There's some tax planning, and there are smart things you can do from a tax perspective. So in that planning, take account of the tax consequences of the planning. Make sure that the people who are going to pick up for you know and understand your affairs. So, for example, in the very simple situation, if it's just your spouse and you've been doing all of those things, make sure that he or she knows how to look after all the property and the plumber's number and all of that, where the bank accounts are, how they run, who the relationship person is at the bank. Get them integrated into that administrative system that you've been running.
My daughter and I, we work together. She was a financial planner for a while. I've been merging her in, and more so over the last couple of years.
acquire a good lawyer as a friend who listens and understands the family situation and understands your intention and the intention of your spouse and understands the children, so gets to know you.
Very much trying to simplify my life and get things in order. It definitely gives me peace of mind to know that I'm looking after it and I can spend more time with family and friends.
I think gradually it dawns on the client going through the process, and in the end when it's completed, that it's something necessary and good, and they achieve a real peace of mind because of it.
When you are diagnosed with an advanced health condition, it is important to put a financial and legal plan together. A lawyer can help you prepare your will, power of attorney for property, and power of attorney for personal care. Talk to your loved ones to make sure they know your wishes. They can help you organize and manage home maintenance and bill payments, banking and investments, health records, legal documents, and online accounts. Planning ahead can help give you and your loved ones peace of mind. The Canadian Cancer Society is here to help. Visit cancer.ca or call us at 1-888-939-3333.